Looks like it could be a bumpy night. Greetings and welcome to Portside. Hello, Kyle, Tammy, Zoe. What's up, Zoe? And Teresa Messmer. How you doing? Fathom Real Estate. Hello, Teresa. This only happens on nights when I'm like not in the mood for anything, and it's like, what's up, Jake? It's gonna storm. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Lorena. Hello, Darlene. I know some of you, there's Seth. I know, Seth, you guys are turning in for Mr. Ralph. How you doing, sir? Tuning in for Logan's shelf care. We bumped that back because we thought we were going to get hit with bad storms, and I didn't want my daughter driving up from Bloomington getting caught in anything. So it's Tuesday the 9th. I apologize. Of course, we had one severe storm come through. Skin lotion. I tell you what, I'm liking it. But right now I'm living off of protein and caffeine, and that's about it. And I'm just like, the sugar withdrawals are for real. I'm waiting to Seth. You guys are the best, Seth and Lorena. I'm living off of protein and caffeine. It happens in days that end in Y exactly. And the sugar withdrawals. Going to get a little bumpy later, but looks like Ohio may be getting worse tomorrow. And that's one thing I do want to touch on as we move forward. Zach's probably going to call in here eventually. And I've gotten to the point now where I'm lazy with it. I ignore it. And if he doesn't text me, going to have to adjust the lighting to too much glare now. Lots of comedians. I need the slogan on a t-shirt. Yes, you do. Let's see what it says. It's usually pressing information when I want to go home. Wow. So when he doesn't text me, I'm ignoring it all day. But this afternoon, he starts texting me. Hello, Shauna. And he's been in contact off and on most of the day with me. And in fact, he told me, he goes, watch that storm to the south. And sure enough, it went severe between Martinsville and Bloomington. I don't know if you guys even knew that, but we had a severe storm, and it had cloud rotation in it. That was earlier today, like at 4:30. Went between Martinsville and Bloomington in that general area. Could your head get any bigger? We've got a Springer show breaking out on here. But there are some severe storms to our west. The bad thing is these are going to hit while most of us are asleep. Well, most of y'all are asleep because my sleep windows, it gets shorter every day, I think. I swear I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go to bed at midnight. I'm going to go to bed at 1. Doesn't happen. But it is going to get bumpy, and tomorrow they're calling for even a worse situation over in far eastern Indiana and Ohio as of right now. They're like guaranteeing multiple tornadoes in that region, which is just scary. We are pretty much at 1 day plus one of the anniversary of the tornado that hit last year on the 31st, if you remember. Tore up the south side of town, at south and west side of the town, and then out at Green Township area. So here we are. Another night, another spring system blowing through. And if you look at the weather, it's going to storm tonight. Hello, Pagan. Hello, Kayla. Job title gets blown off the map, right? Job site gets blown. And there's a chance of snow on Wednesday. Melanie, my new name, Shiny Top? Wow. I'm the one that normally gives nicknames. And I'm getting nicknamed to death tonight. There's another message from Zach. I can't get to it. Flood concerns on the rise. I guess this is just... Hello, Angie. I guess this is going to be a very heavy... Hello, Josh and Corey. Hello, Deborah. A very heavy rainmaker. And, of course, tornadoes are not ruled out. We're in a very high situation. And the bad thing is these are going to roll through at when most people are in the PJs. So stay in something. This is why we sleep with clothes on in Indiana in the springtime. Good evening. I don't like storms, but especially in the middle of the night. Same. I don't like storms at all. Hello, Joy. Hello, Jackie. Lots of folks getting on. Patiently waiting to see if Zach wants to call in. and give us an update. He had just sent me some information right before I got on. They will be here all weekend, next weekend, this coming weekend for the eclipse. They're going to stay here unless the weather's bad, and then they're going to drive south somewhere. I told them they're more welcome to stay here. So we'll see what happens. Hello, Kristen. So we'll have to see how the night goes. I'm all out of whack here. I don't have radar pulled up or anything. I guess I could do that. I know they're not across the state line yet, or at least the majority of them haven't hit there yet. But of course, Terre Haute looks like it's going to be in the bullseye first, and then they'll quickly make their way east towards the rest of the state. These are big storms, tornadoes associated with them, and everything. Hopefully, they lose some pop before they get to us. Hello, Camille. What's up, Colton? Hello, Linda. Again, I apologize. Logan's show was moved tonight because weather takes front stage, especially in the springtime. That's close to my work. Where are you at over there, anyway? I know. Logan was. She understood. I said you can come hang out, but I said you're not gonna. What's up, Colton? Not gonna leave until after the storms go. I don't like my kids driving it. Hey, Ann. I don't like my kids driving in that. I don't. Mackenzie, hello. Mary, hello. Lots of folks. Diane. Hello, Diane. Ann's on. So we're just kind of waiting to see. I don't have any exact information yet. I'm going to give it a few and see if Zach wants to call in. He just sent another message across the Discord. State Road 241 in Cloverdale. Okay, I know where you're at. Hey, we do have a Discord page now. If you want to just get in there and carry on conversation. It's for... What's up, Nick? If it's a fail-safe in case something goes wrong here, then we've got an area to communicate in. Hello, Corey. I posted that link yesterday. I'll do it again later tonight. You're all more than welcome to join. And it'd be like a running conversation, nonstop. And different things you can do. But at least that's an avenue we can keep open in case Facebook ever goes to the crapper on us, which... it has before on us, and that gets frustrating. What's up, Regga Debbie? So yeah, just kind of waiting it out. I want to see if I can get radar up on my big TV. As Zach, I told him, I said, let's go live, and he said, I'm gonna try it. Your kid cracked me up talking to me the other night. Which one, Seth? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? So far, so good. Was it Logan you were talking about, Seth? How you doing, Rick and Debbie? Hello, Allie. Hello, Greg. Let me see if I can get the magic of the TV. What's my... Okay. Oh, Colton's son. Oh, yes. You just gave it away that you were Peter Cottontail, Seth, by the way. And I had not told a soul. So you can't blame me. All right, let's see. I forget what channel... I better turn this down. What channel the radar is. Hello, Joyce. It could be a long night. And here, I'm going to tell you why I do this. And I found this out 2 storms ago. We came on at 10:15. And the storms were west of us and slow movers. We have a thunderstorm watch now. That must have been what Zach just sent. Hello, Eli. I wear the creepy badge with honor. Yes, you do. And I need to pull my iPad up, too. I'm okay. Hello, Brian. Just got Final Four tickets. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, Vicky. Hello, Joe. My phone. My poor phone. I got home from work and it was 100%, and it's like at 15 and saying, help me. I didn't know it was you and the rabbit, but loved it. Hello, Joe. All right, I got to find where's that weather radar? Hang on, y'all. April Fools. Woohoo, who's yours? Oh, that's harsh. Hey, James. Hello, Zandra. Weather radar. I know it's on here because it's like on a channel 8. To be announced. Cutest boy. Hang with me, folks. And then I'll text Zach and see if he's going to call. The closest storms get, he won't. You talk about, hello, Reba. You talk about somebody, this is his life. He gets, radar looks like it's about to blow up right at us. I know it. I will ride the storm out right here at Forecast Central Porch Time. And if I get blown east, hopefully I land in a soft spot. If not, it's checkout time. There's not much I can do. Where is that weather? Channel 8 has a weather app that shows radar. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Allison. And now I can't find it. How you doing, Jordan? Of course, I can't find it. Oh, my gosh. 1197. I'll have to remember that. 1197 on Roku. And it's just weather radar. And I love it. Oh, it's a little loud right now. Okay, looks like north of Terre Haute. That looks like it's going to slide north of us, which he did not see that coming. All right, who's this messaging me? Hang on, guys. All right. All right, guys, if you're sending me messages while I'm live, I'm not going to click on them right now. I apologize. Good evening, stay safe. Thanks for keeping us posted. I'm going to tell you this, and this is the God's truth. I'm doing okay, Jordan. Like I was saying, the other day, about 2 storms ago, we started at 10:15, and on a work night, we left about 2:30. Hello, LB. Hello, Susan. And what I didn't realize, there are people that get really nervous and get really scared during events like this. And I got a ton of text messages from lots of folks that just said, thank you. And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't realize this was an outlet, even though we're live and just talking and we're giving updates, that this is a good thing for folks. And now I feel obligated because we have this platform. Greencastle's getting hit pretty hard right now. A severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like the Greencastle and the county south of Crawfordsville. I'm not familiar. It's not Hendricks. So when stuff like this happens, I don't mind maneuvering things around. You're welcome, Pagan. And staying online and doing what we can to help. Storms are blowing up west of us, but they're also moving north of I-70 and northeast currently. Hello, Don. That is not what they thought was going to happen. They thought the area, and it still may. There's still tons of, from what Zach was saying, negative activity in the atmosphere to our south and west. But these are doozies right now. Greencastle, north of Terre Haute, south of Crawfordsville, heading towards Crawfordsville, Lafayette, north of Indy. They'd slide just north of Indy, it looks like, so far. Hello, Samantha. And you know what? As long as I'm awake and there's a need, I will stay online. I think we had like 100 people that night for 3.5 hours. And I turned it off at like 2:35, 2:45. And I bet you I got 20 text messages over the next half an hour telling me thank you. And I was like, yeah, it's crossed. There's a pretty big storm hitting Greencastle right now. They've crossed into the state. But as far as things coming at us directly, nothing as of right now. It's all I-70 north. Hello, Tony. So, as a media source in the county, as the number one media source in the county, as a lot of people feel and think, I think we're obligated, and it's our duty to do this. And since it's at my house and with the microphone, it's my duty to do this. I wouldn't want Corey or Beth driving out in this. Hello, Sarah and Desi. But right now, we're clear as a bell. I mean, there is nothing within 4 counties of us heading our way. You have Storm Shield and it looks ugly. I don't know what Storm Shield is. I want to say thank you. You and Zach saved lives a year ago. What you do provides more than comfort to people. Teresa, I appreciate that. I think what Zach did that day did save lives. I was just the avenue that he was able to use to get his information out. not only here, but across central Indiana. I was on call and have to track it to our facility in Greenwood. Wow. Hello, Tony. You guys were the reason we took shelter as best we could with the boys. We appreciate all you do. I'm not a big fan of it. Can we... People are messaging me. And I can't take them right now or I'll lose my... I know, Ann, and I can't click on it. I'm not going to click off of this. I've had like 100 messages. Who was the tornado 1 year and 1 day ago? Hello, Kevin Abel. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Peggy. You say if that was you that sent me the message, James, I'm not going to click on anything outside of this right now. I apologize. I've got about 50. Wait, yeah, Ann's got one about April 26th. It may have. I'll have to look when I get off here, James. There's about 50 messages waiting for me. That's what it's been all after since I got home from work. Hello, Mr. Duncan. And my phone doesn't want to... What is the deal with my phone right now? On this charger. On this... I will get to your messages eventually tonight. Right now, we're going to stay focused on this. And hopefully, Zach can call in. He's probably not going to because those storms are headed right for his area at Lafayette. But they will be down next weekend, all weekend for the... Thanks, James. I appreciate it, man. Once I click off here, then it's a pain, and I don't even know. If it's going to stay calm like this, I may click off and we can just chit-chat for a little. Now, one thing about it, the storms, once the direction they get to a certain point north, they do look like they're going to rotate back east. If you look at weather radar, that is the direction it's flow. Bike night here in Martinsville. Is that the, I got some flyers on that. Yes, sir. The cruise in. I did get some flyers of that tonight. And I'm going to try to get them on. And so I can click on them. I haven't had time to put them in the system yet. Weather is more important right now. Across most of the state it is. Severe thunderstorm warning for Greencastle. And I need my map of my counties because I don't know exactly what county that is over there north of Greencastle. Anyway, right now, Martinsville's clear as a bell. Bloomington's clear as a bell. Bedford's clear as a bell. That does not mean that that's not going to change here in the next couple hours, because if you look at the overall radar, it gets nasty. We get through tonight, we'll be okay. I think tomorrow, Putnam County is south. Owen, yeah, it's Greencastle, but north, the northern county that sits Crawfordsville County is the one I'm trying to think of, Tony. And I can't think of that to save my life right now. Tomorrow they're talking about horrible weather in Ohio, western or eastern, far eastern Indiana and central Ohio. I mean, they're basically saying there's going to be tornadoes, as simple as that. Flash flooding is going to be an issue with these storms. Lots of rain. Hello, Ken. That's what we got right now. Crawford County. Thank you, Tony. See, I need that map of my counties. I don't know why I just don't put one on here and I could click on it. That makes sense, wouldn't it? That would make me good at what I'm doing. I'm not a weather guy. I'm living off of protein and caffeine right now. Brandon Applegate did not hear. You did not hear that, Brandon Applegate. You did not hear that. He's going to dog me. But the sugar withdrawals, Brandon, they are for real. And right now, I could dive into a bowl of sugar. Who's messaging me now? I support it. There you go. Thank you, sir. There's another one. Guys, I can't. I apologize. We're gonna get our helmets out. Yeah, I think we're fine here for now. That doesn't mean in the next hour or two that's not going to change. Good evening, Margaret. Mr. Applegate will be in. The 9th? Is it next Tuesday? I got you and Logan now scheduled. I got you first and then Logan second, I think. It seems the intensity is up a little bit. You can definitely feel the pattern change this afternoon. Hello, Dixie. Hey, I'm telling you what. Born here, moved to Texas, Corpus Christi. And we were basically a half mile from the ocean. Yep, the 9th. Yeah, I think you're in at 7, and I got Logan coming at 8 because she was supposed to be on a 9. We bumped her, and my kid got bumped, and that's just the way it is. But we lived through like 4 hurricanes, and Dad would put pots and pans on our heads as little kids because tornadoes, and I think the worst it got, the ocean came up to our windows one time. We had a canoe out. That happens. Then we moved back to Indiana, I think the next year. Hey, we're gone. It occurred the night of March 31st, but it was the morning of April 1st before we could really see the damage. Everyone have a blessed night. James, you too, sir. I will look at that once I get off here. Yes, they do work. Ken, you're correct. The next morning is when we saw what happened and how lucky we were that no loss of life. I mean, seem to get a firm answer on how intense the storm watch is, 8 p.m. to 3 a.m. Yes. Massive system. Lots of dangerous storms out there. James, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Got to get Miss Amigos on here as a sponsor. That's what we're working on. We got to get them on here. The best taco burritos all over. And I will personally go there and film it and eat one. He's like, whatever. I'm dead serious. I love the taco burritos. That's the best tasting thing I've had in a long time. Anyway, storms to our north and west, moving enchilada, orzo, yum. I would be pretty sweet if we could find a high school athlete volunteer with an ACL injury repair to the previous year to come in and jump on the force plates I'm bringing. I don't know if we have one. Hello, Julie. Julie Reeves. Always nice to see your smiling face on here, Julie. I don't know if we've got one around. That sounds painful, though. I stretched them all once, everything, but I didn't tear them, like ligaments and tendons. Nothing right now, which is good. Severe thunderstorm. Looks like it's rolling into Hendricks County. Could hit the Danville, Brownsburg area if it's not doing it now. Up by my work. And there's severe thunderstorm warnings in Illinois, flash flood warnings all over the place out there. And these things, it's just one big cluster. I need to pull up my iPad and look to see what's west. I may have jumped the gun coming on a little too soon. But I told Zach I would be. He'll message me in a minute and see if he wants to call in. He's probably monitoring that one system north of Greencastle, right at Greencastle right now. Yeah, flash flooding's a concern. This stuff only happens on nights when I'm like, I want to sleep. I'm going to sleep tonight. We'll stay on. They kind of wrap around and they take a turn to the east. Just east of Indy. That's kind of an interesting take there. Is that the wind picking up outside? Is that what I'm hearing? Either that or a large animal just attacked my garbage can. And rough stuff. St. Louis is getting, yeah. That's what's heading our way for later, Nick, and that's the rough stuff. And as I posted, I appreciate the pterodactyl that decided to target my windshield at some point in time this afternoon with whatever the full-size animal it was it passed onto my windshield. That thing needs to see a doctor, whatever that was, because there's no way one bird did that. I'm just like, dude, you find a different car. So nothing in our direct area in the foreseeable future. That doesn't mean something couldn't pop up. All these storms north of I-70 that blew up, they blew up just, let's see, literally just north of Terre Haute and turned into a severe thunderstorm before it got to Greencastle. That's how quick these are moving and shaking. So just pray there's no tornadoes or loss of life or any of that stuff. The state's been through enough of that, and our area's been through enough of that where this gets old. What happened to just a good old-fashioned thunderstorm, heavy rain, and a few bolts of lightning, and we call it quits. We don't get those much anymore. It looks like a lot of hell associated with the storm over Greencastle. Big purple area. Anyway. Where is my iPad? It's been raining here. You're over in Shelbyville, aren't you, Nick? Correct? I guess it is a little rainy that way. Hello, Mama Baker. I'm just watching radar and waiting to hear from Zach to see what he thinks. He told me he would probably call in, but I know he's keeping an eye on that severe thunderstorm moving into Hendricks County now, just west of Indy, moving northeast with now it's kind of got an east tilt to it. I'm not a weather guy, folks. I just happen to have basically a news channel for our area where it's our duty to give you guys this local and late breaking. I'd much rather be sleeping. I'm just telling you. And I think I would have denied. That's the bummer. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Nope. And tomorrow night I have EMA Director Abby Worth and Emily Shields on, Deputy Director. Hello, Jessica. We heard on BAM we could have rotation between 3 and 6, 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Janelle, that's no fun. My house is between Shelby and Rushfield. I'm on the middle of a farm country. You're out there a little ways, Nick. Hello, April. I'm too tired to tolerate mommy dearest nature. Exactly. I don't like that. I think that sucks, for lack of better words. I can't. That's an all-nighter for me sitting here. Hello, Dana. Hello, Krista. Hello, Tanya. I got coffee, though. I got good folks on. We'll make all-nighter of it. Keep people informed. And just go from there. Just the sugar withdrawals right now on day 4. I'm ready to chew through this microphone. I'm just telling you right now. Just telling you. Janelle, thank you for that update. Janelle's turning to our weather update lady now. Anybody have updates if you want to add share with them, please, by all means. Do you have to work tomorrow? Of course. I work every day that ends in Y, Krista. Honestly, I think I took last Sunday off and I took this Saturday off. But I'll work all weekend this weekend. No, I won't. I might, because I'm taking Monday off. I know you laugh, but I appreciate it more than you know, because every little bit helps. And like I said, I didn't realize the reach we have with this when we were up one work night, we were up till 2:30 in the morning, and I had so many, and I've just told this story a little bit ago. I had so many people, I had like 100 people on, and the storms were rolling through, and luckily they missed us, and hey, it's a good night. I gotta go to bed. See you guys, love you, bye. Turned it off, and I got like 30 text messages from people saying, 30 text messages from people saying, thank you so much for doing that. We were scared. We were alone. Hello, Jessica. Off topic question, if you don't mind. What is the best way to support Porch Time? Sending stars or another way? Jessica, first of all, thank you. That's awesome. Second, you do it however you want. If you want to send stars, you can. If you want to go another option, message Bethany. They don't let me hold the money or anything like that. You ought to know that. When I do my taxes now, I'm like, here, Beth. They don't let me play with the money. Hello, Brenda. But the stars are fine. But you do whatever you want, dear. And nothing is expected, and it's all appreciated. Thank you, Jessica, very much. That is very sweet of her. No, they don't let me handle money. No. I'm surprised my paycheck from my real job doesn't go directly to an account where Corey and Beth look it over. There is Abby Diane. Abby Worth, do you need to call in and talk to us, EMA? Or are you going to be here tomorrow night yelling at me? She probably won't answer now. I hate it when he does that. People hate it when I call him out, but I think it's fun. I got to engage. See? Am I lying, CB? Am I lying or telling the truth exactly what I just said about the money? He'll tell you. Beth is like, I need that receipt for 37 cents. What did you buy? I didn't keep the receipt. Thunder is starting in Mooresville. Yeah, that storm's going to rotate above you into Indy, or just north of Indy. And that's kind of weird. It's going north. Yep. He knows. Sugar withdrawal. Mother Nature acting all. You have no idea. Hello, Izzy. I'm on about day 4.5 to 5 with no sugar. I could use a financial advisor. The porch time money they gather, they don't touch my actual work stuff. But yeah, I'm on a day 5, I think, of no sugar, 4.5 to 5, and I've done really well. Pretty much protein and caffeine, and I'm not joking. 1,600 calories, and I feel great. I'm surprised I can eat that many eggs in one day and meat. But the sugar withdrawals. I think I could punch a grizzly bear in the face right now if he had a sugar cube. And I would fight till the death with him. But we'll get there. I have goals. I'm going to stick with them. I can hear my brother every time, like tonight, not going to the gym. I can hear him. How long are you going to go with no sugar? Until checkout time, Nick. I think it's the most addictive thing on this planet, and I think they've hid that from us for centuries. And they put it in us at birth, pretty much. And off topic, once I stopped taking sugar about day 2, I don't need Tums anymore. And I could own stock in Tums. What's up, Trent? I have not had a Tum in me in 3 days. Pretty much. No more acid reflux. Sugar is in everything. There's Trent. Trent, you want to come over and hang out with me? Seth was on here earlier. I don't know if he is, but good night, everyone. April, be safe, dear. Good night. Sugar's worth, Kathy, 100%. I love milk. And I had to completely quit milk a few years ago once I figured out the amount of sugar that actually goes in low fat, no fat. I'm getting ready to go to bed. You're such a lightweight. I swear. Night, Grandma. What's up, Nick? The amount of sugar in our food, and it's on purpose, in my opinion. The more rabbit holes I go down, it's in there too, dear. Almond milk, I did. Really research that. It's in there too. Low fat almond milk. I did that. Send you a TED Talk and will enjoy sugar is nothing. I don't need it. I'm learning to live without it. As I say, I've got an ice cream cake, half of one 8 feet from me, in a refrigerator in there, and 2 gallons of, yes, almond milk is full of sugar, 2 gallons of some of the most delicious sugar-filled ice cream on the planet. That I could just go in there and not even move and eat every bit of it. But I won't. Gotta stay. Gotta have that discipline. That's the first thing. And when you lose the discipline, you have to start completely over. And I'm not starting over. Because I don't want to take another Tum. Hello, Debbie. As of right now, a severe thunderstorm warning. Greencastle area. Looks like it's rotating into Hendricks County. It could clip the northern part of Marion County. They are here in Thunder and Mooresville, and that is associated with that storm just to the north and west. Nothing in our direct path as of right now, but if you look out west, there's lots of boomers still to come. Hopefully this is a nothing burger tonight, and we get through it. Lots of heavy storms up north. Still some severe storms over in Illinois, flash flood warnings. Companies do studies of brain to see what part lights up most when they know it's going to sell, and that addiction is 100%. Thunder and Wilbur, you have to be picking up. You have to be hearing that storm north of you. Hello, Donna. Hello, Darlene. Who is that? Oh, I got to look at that one. This is family. Kristen, if you're on. Kristen, if you're on, just tell them I'll get with them once I get off. Hello, Michelle, how are you? Oh, no, what's up? There we go. Now I clicked off completely. Doggone it. Hang on, folks. I'm sorry. Every time I leave, then I got to go back and reset. All right. I think I'm good. So let's see if they extend it. It's the severe thunderstorm warning for Hendricks County and the counties north and west of it. What has Zach said about the storms? First, honestly, everybody, National Weather Service, that's where they get most of their information. Everybody gets most of their information from the Weather Service. And then they gather that and they form their own forecast. Well, everybody was shooting for south of I-70. That's where the biggest threat was from. Janelle was on here a minute ago saying our line is going to come through between 3 and 6 a.m., which sucks. So I hope not. I don't want to get out of bed at 3. I don't want to be going to bed at 3 and still go to work. That's past my bedtime of 2:30. He is probably monitoring that storm right now, and if he gets a chance to call in, he said he would. I can mess. I hate to bother him. I hate to bother him when he gets zoned in, and I get it. But they thought it was going to be south of I-70. Right now, it's all north. Everything is north of I-70. But if you really look at the movement of all the weather, it like takes a turn to the east once it hits a certain point. And I'll be curious if they do that. I know, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm on protein and caffeine and that's it. And I don't know how I'm surviving. I have to drive it in at 3 a.m. I might be getting the light show on the way. I bet you are, Nick. I bet you are. Which direction you got to go, Nick? Towards Indy? You need your beauty sleep. There's not enough. Hello, Carolyn. I couldn't sleep enough. This moneymaker. But if I keep losing weight and getting thin with this much charm, that's going to be devastating. Greenwood. I know it. I'm full of it. I got brown eyes. What do you expect? All right, still severe thunderstorm. Greencastle area, and it's just a slow mover, and it's starting to get into Hendricks County, the northern part of Hendricks County. Hello, Carolyn. I know, I'm full of it, but I have goals. I'm going to stick to them. Leave some women for Christmas. I know, Nick. I'll do my best. It's a tough gig, Nick. Especially with a moneymaker like this. I couldn't sleep enough to improve that. It's hitting Hendricks County pretty good. I wonder if they're going to... sometimes I can be really hilarious. Stop it. I've taken my boots off now. I think we're dodging it in the southern end of Putnam. You did miss it, Kristen. It did go north of you. I forgot she's over there. Evening, Mr. Stout. Um, Kristen, hang with me a little bit, and I want to mention that about Mr. Merriman's thing that he's doing touch a truck. That's pretty important. If you want to type some info on there, and I'll share it. Don't text me because then I have to go off. You're the only one the family's the only one I'll leave the site for, or Zach. And I was trying to look at yours, and then I try to go back, and Facebook is screwy. I don't know. This might be quiet time. I like quiet time. I need some more quiet time. Just me and my deep thoughts. Quiet time, but 3 to 6. Janelle, is our weather watcher Janelle still on? I think Martinsville is going to dodge it too right now, but I think early morning. Is weather watcher Janelle on, or did she vacate? She comes in and drops bad news and is like, I'm gone. Mic drop. I'm seeing if they extend that severe thunderstorm warning, because there's a ton of purple. I think about 5 a.m. See, that's what Janelle said, between 3 and 6. I'm not playing that game. They can either pick it up or fizzle out. We're not doing that. That's like REM sleep for me, period, right there. I'm dreaming I'm on the Sabine River in Texas or something, fishing, and I'm gonna have to wake up. I'm dreaming I'm riding a mechanical bull at Paragon. Oh, that's probably going to be the death of me. Might as well go out riding a bull. I don't see much going on. I don't hear from Zach. He's got to be watching that one. Kristen, did you get anything at all? That storm literally developed just northeast of Terre Haute and turned into a severe storm by the time I got to Greencastle. So less than, 35 miles? Which is crazy. But that's it. That's all I see. I don't see anything that would hit us pathwise within the next 2 hours. Janelle's gone. Our weather lady's gone. We're losing people left and right. Yeah, you're in good shape. You've got a little bit of rain coming your way. It won't be here until 3 a.m. I'm going to bed. I'll just get up then. Chris, don't quote me on that. I'm just saying that's what Janelle heard. But I mean, if it could pop up at any minute, that's what I said on that one. But if everything being equal, there's nothing to our southwest that would move towards us. Now, if these start drifting south, let's see if they got a little drift south too. Maybe a little bit right there at the end. Then I could see where stuff starts coming through in an hour and a half. Hello, Carla. Hello, Reed. Just have to spit on myself. I have to play it by ear. And I have a feeling I'll be back on here in a couple hours. What time is it? Oh, it's only 9:25. The night is still young. We have a long time ahead of us. Long way to go. Let me see if I can get hold of Zach. Hang on, good people. I hate leaving that site, because then it takes forever. Zach, where you at? See what he responds. If he responds, I'll come back to it. I'll get Caleb's post on. Kristen, buddy is in Roachville and they have hell right now. Yeah, that's part of that system. Chris and I approved that for Caleb. Just letting you know. All right, haven't heard back from Zach. I know he's busy. I hate even bugging him on nights like this. All right, back to porch time if I can find it. This is what stinks. I know we're losing viewers. Everybody wants to go to bed. Join the party. All right, here we go. Hello, Tanya. Hendricks just went under a severe thunderstorm warning. That's the same system. Yep, just now. And then see, now it's taking a turn towards the east because that's showing a beeline towards northern Marion County. I wonder if these are going to drop to the south now. Because they're first ballooning out north. They're taking a turn east. This could get interesting. This could get interesting, folks. So that same system's going to clip Indianapolis. Yes, severe thunderstorm warning for the northern half of Hendricks County. So Browns, let's see if it's the northern half of my, pretty much the entire county. Avon, Brownsburg, Danville, they're going to get hit pretty hard right now as we speak. Hello, Christine. That looks like it will hit Indianapolis or Marion County, the northern part of Marion County. They'll probably be the next one within the next 30 minutes going to severe thunderstorm warning. Again, nothing in our immediate area. Some rain over by Kristen's area. It looks like, and a little rain headed our way, but nothing spectacular. Nothing that's going to keep us awake at night as of yet. But if these start dipping south, that's when it could get interesting. I'm going to have to get my... Hello, Audra. I'm going to have to get my iPad up and pull a radar up on it, a wider view. I don't know why I just don't open up another tab with the radar on it. I think that's what we did last time. I forget. Hello, honey. Stay safe. Always. Doesn't mean I'll stay alive, but I'll stay safe. Oh, if it's checkout time, it's checkout time. There's nada you can do. Yep, Hendricks County's getting hit pretty good right now. Got a lot of folks I know live up there. That's right where I work. Maybe I got the day off tomorrow. Maybe so. Got to go in the BMV anyway. Hi, I'm stupid and didn't get my plates. I'll pay that fine. Hello, Kelly. So as of right now, Hendricks County and man, they're like training right now. The storm in Greencastle, severe thunderstorm warning still going on, and those storms behind it are lining up. This could get interesting if these do rotate south, and that is what they look like they're trying to do. It's more east than south. And they're blowing up big time. Terre Haute is just living on the edge right now. It's all above it and all around it. Just not hitting Terre Haute though. Anybody on for the Terre Haute area? Just heard we can get up to 4 inches of rain. Yeah, I can see that. That area up there, Greencastle, north of Terre Haute, that whole area, it's got to be just pouring there, and it's nonstop. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Hello, Michaela. I don't know. We might luck out here for a while, but as the night goes on, I think we're going to get hammered. Starting to see some rain to our southwest, crossing the state line down there. Nothing severe looking. Hello, sweet old Bob. I did let Zach know that I'm live, so I know he's busy. He's like, dude, there's thunderstorms all over the place, and you're texting me. And one beeline in it right from northern Marion County, the one coming out of Greencastle. I think it'll clip the northern part of Marion County. And what's the county right above Marion? Zionsville and all that. Doggone it. Excuse me. That'll be the next two that get the severe thunderstorm warning. No tornado warnings yet, which we're glad of. That might be all this is tonight. I need Janelle back on here with our updated version. She just disappeared. Hamilton County, thank you, Angie. Boone is up there, and as well as Hamilton County. Boone and Hamilton County, boom, boom. Boone may get it. It might be all four of it. It might be Hendricks, Boone, Marion, and Hamilton. Hello, Jeff. Could just go with the quad alert. Lots of hell with that system moving into Hendricks County. We've had a few sprinkles agreement, still pretty nice outside. I know, maybe I should just go for a drive for a little bit. What's my phone at? Maybe we should do that. 36, but I don't want to get a ticket. Boone, yep, Boone and Hamilton. Maybe we should just do some night driving for a minute and go live and then come back in about half an hour and then fire it back up. What do you think? Thumbs up? I know the city police like, dude, don't you do that. We will pull you over. Just watching radar. Seeing if Nick's going to call in. I doubt he will. He's probably monitoring this. Tonight, live on Porch Time, Kevin gets arrested. Zionsville is Boone County. Correct, Nick. Thank you, sir. Westfield, Zionsville, Noblesville. Noblesville's Hamilton. Carmel's Hamilton. Good evening, Mr. Minty. How are you, sir? Hello, Haley. We're just watching. We're just watching and waiting. And it actually, I'm always up for good TV, even if it's you getting pulled over. Hello, Shelly. How are things off in Mooresville? I really want to go to the gym, but I don't think it's going to happen tonight. The rich folk, yes. I got bail money. I might need it. Uh-oh, what did I just see? What is that? Rotation? It's a new thunder and lightning here. Yeah, that's that storm just north of you, Shelly. And they're putting something else up now, but I don't understand what it is. It's like, is that wind gust? 100 miles an hour? It cannot be. If that's the case, they've got a tornado. And that's gotta be. Why are they not making that a tornado warning if that's a wind gust? Or is that hail diameter, inch hail diameter, probably. If anybody's got anything on that, and that storm crossing into Hendricks County right now, is that hail diameter they're measuring? I can barely see it. I said 100, but it might be inch and then a half inch. They got little doogies. I don't know what they are. I'll call them doogies. I'm not a weather guy, nor do I want to be a weather guy. North of you, and it's moving up and away from you, Shelly. Nothing heading your way, nothing heading our way as of right now. When I first popped on, I thought this was going to rotate into us, and there was going to be more coming up. Janelle, our weather lady, dropped some information and then disappeared on us, so we got nothing now from Janelle. I mean, you got to do more and more. Now you're making me nervous about all this talking all serious. I don't like storms. I live in a former tree farm. I got a new phone. Thank God. Now you won't sound like... I didn't hear you, Shelly. Shelly, I can't hear you. I gotta go. Click. It's not my fault. You sound like the teacher from Charlie Brown. I think you'll be fine where you're at right now, Tanya in Greenwood. But I thought this stuff was going to come to us right now. So far, it's not. There's a hook ready to hit Brownsburg that usually where a rotation happens. That's what I'm seeing too. But I think those indicators that are popping up there are hail, which is associated with the severe thunderstorm warning, and it's hammering Hendricks County and Putnam County. These just blew up out of nowhere too, like instantly, just boom. Paris, Illinois, massive flood warning, flash flood warning over there as these storms train in. Paris, Illinois. Hello, Valerie. Just storm watching. Just trying to relay information tonight. Right now, Greencastle's still getting hammered. Hendricks County's now getting hammered. And Marion is next on the list if this storm keeps going that way, which it looks like it will. And it looks like it will hit into Boone and Hamilton. And that's the closest one we have to us. Rain crossing the border to our southwest, but it's just rain. Nothing, no yellow or reds or purples as of yet. Hello, Julia. Hello, Wendy. Christian, there's my Terre Haute girl. How are we doing over there? How are you? The storms are all north of you, or are they hitting your... What are we looking at, Watcher? Weather. Christian, we stayed awake with almost all night with her that night. And how is it in Terre Haute, dear? You doing okay? Let us know. Yes, we're all about the weather tonight. It's raining It's raining at your house, Bob? Then if it's raining at your house, by gosh, it's probably raining at my house. So you're saying I need to throw an ad up in Paris, Illinois? Larry, if you look at that watch box from Toledo to Charleston and Paris, just across our border. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then back, I can't see. I think that's Champagne Banana. Or maybe not. Maybe south of that. There's some... Hello, Bill. Hello, Kaylee. There are some flash flood warnings going on over there as well. But Mr. Ralph, yes, you do. I would track that Paris, Illinois page right now and get on there and start advertising. Because it's poured there for hours, and those storms just keep training through there, just north of Terre Haute. Hello, Amanda. Again, severe thunderstorm warning for Greencastle. They've cut it off in Greencastle. Now it's strictly Hendricks County, and it is a lot of hail associated with that. It looks like it may be losing a little bit of fire. Let's see what happens as it goes through Hendricks County. A little bit of the purple went away. It's saying strong winds will hit Shelbyville at 1 a.m. What is this 1 a.m. crap? I bet you these things take a turn for the south, and if that's the case, we're about an hour away from getting hit. The ones that are just hovering over Paris, Illinois, and just pouring. So you must be fine. You have some major storms, just storms, not severe, but heavy-duty storms just to your north and your west, dear, and it is raining cats and dogs. And I think you're going to get a little bit of that. That is Hail, Kathy. I think you're going to get a little bit of that, but nothing like the night we were up till 2 a.m. with you. But as of right now, that's where we're at. There was a couple severe thunderstorms in Illinois. They have canceled. The only severe thunderstorm I see on the map right now is for Hendricks County, and it is heading northeast east with an east tilt to it towards Marion County. Kathy's trying to get me in trouble. Oh, yeah, it's been raining off and on today, but not too bad. It's been lightning that pretty much. Yeah. You have a ton. Hello, Dalton. Hello, Annie. You have a ton of storms to your north and to your west right now. You stay safe, Christian. We'll be on. We'll be on. I'll be on here. I don't care if we have one viewer. We'll be on here, and we'll ride it out and see what happens. I just keep thinking these things are going to turn to the south for some reason, but they're just hovering, and that's a lot of rain. Larry, there is a lot of rain north of 70. Terre Haute, Greencastle, Paris, Illinois, Charleston, Toledo. They are getting, even up in Danville, Illinois, they are getting hammered. Nick, you have a good night, sir. We'll see you in the morning. No, as of right now, I would say no. Christian, you're fine. You are fine for right now, dear. You guys must have left and came back in. I think Mother Nature's upset. Purdue's going to be. I think they are too. I think they're proving a point right now. And an eclipse is coming the day of the championship. What does that tell you? I'd look for them to cancel this severe thunderstorm warning. I'd be shocked if they continued on into Marion County now. Unless that thing redevelops. It's starting to lose some punch. This might be a big nothing burger. Good, right? Hello, Heidi. It's quiet. I think it's raining and drizzling around here. Kristen's got some rain at her house. There is some rain edging south. I bet you these things take a turn to the south. What you bet? Yeah, the wind picked up here also. We were all doomed. Hell is freezing over, Nick. I agree. Yeah, the wind picked up quite a bit here a little bit ago. You have storms like all around. They're moving into Terre Haute now. You're going to hear some thunder, lightning, and heavy rain. That's it. Nothing severe right now. So no need to worry. Paris, Illinois has got to be flooded. It's been raining there, it looks like, for the last 3 hours. Heavy rain. Don't go to Paris, Illinois tomorrow, unless you're Larry. It's just pouring down the rain there. Iowa girls, great game. I had to finish before I was worried about the weather. Did they win? I like Caitlin Clark. I think she's a phenomenal player. She seems like a fun person. I can sleep well tonight. Then besides my sinuses, I understand that completely, dear. Believe me, sinuses in Indiana, it kind of goes hand in hand. Yes, they did win. Good for them. Who's the next? Are they into the Final Four or a championship game? Was that Final Four? Or that wasn't the championship game, was it? Final Four. LSU's tough, though. LSU's tough. They have a lot of. LSU has a good coach and a lot of good players. But Caitlin Clark, she'll be playing for the Indianapolis. I can't think of their name. Women's professional basketball team, I believe, next. If they don't draft her first, they're foolish. All right. I don't know what to do. I thought this would be heading to us right now, and Janelle's gone. Our weather person. Fever. I'm sorry. Thank you. Check out the Fever tickets prices right now, right? Gotta strike while the iron's hot there. I don't see anything. Let me do this. Let me check radar on my phone, which is never the greatest. Seems like it's always a week behind. All right, let's go. Holy smokies. That's going to dip south. Yeah, they had a mini watch party with one of the girls on LSU. Has a brother who plays with. Oh, wow. All right. Oh, my goodness. Okay, the line of thunderstorms stretches from Canada to Texas to Mexico. And the heavier storms to our west haven't even hit St. Louis yet. But this line that we're looking at right now is just part of the first wave. My goodness. And that's all starting to turn to the south and east. So yeah, this is going to come at us eventually. Okay. Now we know. Now we know we're in for a long night. Sorry, folks. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. I don't see, they haven't extended that severe thunderstorm warning yet for anybody. They may not. They may let that one die out. If that's the case, I may jump off here. I'll give it another 10 minutes. I'll go till 10 o'clock. And if nothing shakes loose by then I'll What's up, Jeff? Hello, Caleb. How you doing, sir? I hear you got some stuff going on, buddy. You want to talk about it? You know what? Caleb, you want to call in and talk about it? Well, we got some time here. If you feel like it. Hello, Angie. The radar shows storms really blowing up at 1 a.m. I know this is getting intense. This whole line of cluster crap over by Terre Haute, it's going to rotate south. I have a feeling. There's Diana. It's going to turn to the south and east. That's what it's doing at the point there at Indianapolis now. It's turning almost due east, going into Marion County. And yeah, that's scary. I didn't plan on going live all night long like this. Caleb, do you want to call in and discuss what you got going on, buddy? There's Emily and Eric. I can type it, or you can get my number from Kristen if you want, and just dial in, and I'll put you on speaker. I'll do the ode. And you can explain what's going on. Better than I deserve. Pencil me in for a date this week. I can come in or call. Would love to talk about it. If you want to do that, give me good evening, Barbara. There's Rick and Debbie. I will message you after this and we'll set something up. Might have to double book, but that's all right. We have to do it before this. I've got like Friday, Saturday, Sunday with the eclipse stuff going on, but we'll make it happen. What day is it you want to do that? What day is it your event happening? He posted it on the Porch Time or the community page. Check it out on there. I don't see a severe thunderstorm warning yet for Marion County. The one did expire in Putnam County. May 4th, 10 a.m., 2 a.m., Martinsville High School. Right on, Caleb. We will try to be there and promote that and also get you in. We'll get you in before May 4th to promote that. That's not an issue. I got plenty of open dates later on in April after the eclipse stuff. As a matter of fact, I've got scheduled, I think J2's on the 24th, and I got someone on the 23rd, but I left a ton open there because I know there's a bunch of folks wanting to come in for summertime stuff. So I got the open spots. All right, these things are going to rotate south now. I don't know. Touch a truck, tons of stuff will be on ground, even some helicopters, weather dependent. That's awesome. Is this similar to the one that you guys did at the Old Marsh parking lot? Reps parking lot a couple years ago. I remember that one. That's when the state helicopter landed and all that. That was, I think, Lifeline come down. That was pretty cool. Yeah, okay, they canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Hendricks. Nothing for Marion. That storm is fizzling. But, man, it's just pouring. Still pouring down in Paris, between Paris and Terre Haute. Cassian, you're probably getting storm heavy rain there in Terre Haute right now. But these are starting to turn to the south. And these will be rolling through. I wonder if this is going to take some of the fire out of the atmosphere for us, though, for later. Where Janelle just left us? I'm gonna have a word to say to her. She just drops info and leaves us. Didn't give us an open line. Didn't talk to us. Drop some info. Here you go. See ya. Pretty much says all hell's gonna break loose between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Have a good night. It will be like that, but we want this massive for this special little girl. She's gonna be deputized. That's phenomenal, Caleb. You know we're there. We'll do whatever we can, sir. You just let me know. Let me know. Even if you want to bring her in studio, if that's possible. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Tina. Or if we have to go to her. You let me know. Whatever you need. Bring her in here, sit her down, and we can do whatever you want to do, boss. We want you on site. That's not a problem. What day is May 4th? Is that a Saturday or a Sunday? 24th is it? I should know that. If it's a weekend, it's no problem. Weekday, I might have to call in sick or something. I don't know. We'll get there one way or another. Saturday, I'm there. I'm there. We'll be live. Not a problem. We'll make that happen for sure. All right, as of right now, no severe thunderstorm warnings are in the state of Indiana. You have May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Exactly. Cinco de Mayo is the next day, too. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, it is what it is. Plenty of flooding is going to occur north of 70 between Terre Haute and Greencastle. Lots of heavy storms, heavy rain. They are taking a turn to the east and the south. Now, I don't know if this line is going to affect us or not. But if you look at radar, I mean, there's storms all the way to the border. One big, huge, massive line of heavy thunderstorms. And yours truly will not be up at 3 a.m. this morning. I'll be sitting on a riverbank in a dream eating taco burritos, I'm telling you. I can't believe this system is as weird as it is, because every National Weather Service, everybody had the area of impact was going to be south of 70 all day long, and now it's north of 70, every bit of it. All right, I feel like we need to take a break and chill for a little bit. I'd hate to, and then Zach calls in and I'm not going to be live because he just texted me, said copy that. The minute I hang up, he'll call. The minute I kill the show, he'll call. Caleb, where are you at? You come in here right now, we can chit chat about it. Talk about storms. We're just hanging. We're just hanging out, doing absolutely nothing right now. Waiting to hear what the next issue is going to be. Nothing from Zach. Nothing yet from Zach. You already made an event on it, Caleb. Just heard the first big thunder. Yeah, you've got it rolling through right now. It's a pretty good storm, but it's nothing, no severe. Lots of rain, though. I mean, it's going to rain and rain and rain and rain and rain there. A ton. It has lost some of its punch, though, as it's getting to you there in Terre Haute. Believe it or not. I'm just waiting to see what Mr. Zach says. All the heavy stuff's north of I-70 right now. Nothing south of I-70. Nothing at all. Which I'm shocked at that. Because that's all we heard all day was south of I-70 is going to get hit. And it's not. Nothing. Anybody got anything else? Anybody? Kristen, you got anything going on in your neck of the woods? I don't know what the little gal's name was tonight that I ran into coming out of Hometown Nutrition, but she goes to J2. But that little sweetie wanted to talk to me for as long as she could. Do you think the 69 traffic will be bad on Eclipse Day, Armageddon? Depending on weather-wise on Monday, I think that it could be. I think we're going to start seeing folks. How you doing, Misty? I think we're going to start seeing folks come into town Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I think that depending, NES State going to the NIT semifinals tomorrow. I know, that's awesome. They should be in the NCAA. We talked about that. Hang on one second. I just got a text. I think this one. All right, buddy. Caleb, I will. They should have been in the NCAA tournament, and I hope they win it all in the NIT. It's a fun team to watch, and it's a good bunch. It's a good group. There's Colton. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of traffic, depending on the weather. There's a group. Hundreds of, if not thousands of people follow these eclipses around the planet. That's the thing. You got to keep them all because of the NIL and the portal and all that. They'll jump. And I don't blame them. But that's a fun team to keep together. Hello, Molly. Hello, Ben. So, yes, I do think if we have sunny and nice days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I think it's going to be a traffic mess around not only our area, but Monroe County, Johnson County, all of them. Be cool to see ISU win the NIT and Purdue win the national championship. That would do well for Indiana basketball overall, the state of. Hello, Ben. If it's nasty on Monday, I know a lot of folks plan to head south to try to get out of cloud cover and head to Texas and get the eclipse as it comes into parts of the country that are going to have sunlight, hopefully. But like the scenario that we were talking about in meetings, and tomorrow night I'll have Abby Worth in here, director of the EMA, and assistant director Emily Shields, to discuss this. Like people in Ohio and stuff that just want to see it. Oh, it's cloudy in Indiana. We're not going over there. The day of Monday. But hey, it's going to be sunny and nice in Indiana tomorrow for the eclipse. Do you want to run over there and get the totality? That could happen. That's what they're afraid of. That's the unknown number. how many people are going to dump in at the last minute. It started out about 100,000, and now they're guesstimating 125,000. I heard rumor about 69 being shut down for a period of time, money because they don't want people stopping along. I have not heard that. I will ask that Abby tomorrow night. It would not surprise me, because that's how people get killed. But they'd have to shut it down. I mean, it literally runs along the path of 69 once it comes in the state. But then that congests every back road thing that we have. Did you hear that? I heard that also. I mean, but that just floods your smaller avenues in and around locations with thousands of cars. Take it when they shut down 37 and put all the traffic down Morgan Street times 10. That's what I said. I heard that too, Colton. And at first I was like, there's no way. That's what I said. Go shopping. If you're gonna go shopping, shop Wednesday. If you gotta go, get your stuff. Is it safe to go to sleep? Tia, Janelle, that's why I took money off. Same, Nick. Janelle popped in here and said, worst line to come through between 3 and 6 a.m. And then she disappeared. Like, poof, she's gone. And that was our... We were holding on to that. And now we're watching a line that is north of Terre Haute slowly sink this way, but it's not severe. It's hitting Terre Haute right now. It's hitting Indianapolis to Terre Haute, right north of I-70. Every point in between, and it is slowly drifting south and east now. But other than that, in our immediate area, nothing. But if you look on radar, about 4 hours out, there are multiple heavy storms. St. Louis is getting hammered. And that line of storms runs from the border to Canada. And I'm not exaggerating that. Pretty much across the entire Midwest part of the country. And it's a line of severe storms. Heavy rain. And this is going to go on all night. The one storm that was severe is now entering Marion County. It is not a severe storm anymore. At least there's no no warning. It's on the west side of Indy right now in Marion County. Greencastle's getting hammered again. Flash flood warning for Greencastle as we speak just popped up. Hello, John. Anywhere along that line north of I-70, it's going to be a flood zone. They're getting tons of rain, and it's just a big train of it. But this line right here is losing some of its punch. A lot less red and a lot more yellow. Looks like Martinsville gets a storm around 3:30, but does it look nasty, Nick? I don't want no 3:30 wake up call. I don't do good with it. Does not look crazy. Bam said anyone gets under those storms could see 2 to 4 inches of rain by morning. That, I believe. Bummer. So somewhere between 3 and 6. Which is what our weather lady Janelle said, and then she just disappears. There's Tina again. Hello. So we're kind of waiting to hear from Janelle. I'm just curious what these storms are going to... I want to hear from Zach. I want Zach to call in. Hopefully he will. As of right now, I don't see any severe thunderstorm watches or warnings in the state of Indiana. Now, there are floods. There's Corey. There are flash flood warnings for Putnam County. And then, of course, Paris, Illinois, that area over there has been under a flood watch or flood warning for about an hour. And they're just getting pelted. And there's another one further back in Illinois also. You can just kind of make out. Yeah, there's been a ton of rain in that area. But they are kind of sagging to the south now. They're getting closer to 70. Tomorrow doesn't sound good. It clears out in the morning. Yeah, Ohio's under the gun tomorrow. So east, far east side of Indiana and Ohio is already under like a Category 4 watch, which means they're like saying there's going to be tornadoes. Just mark it down. There's going to be tornadoes. Anyway, I'm waiting on Zach. Hello, Joy. Hello, Logan. Let's see if Zach calls in because the weather, it's calm. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but it seems to be calming right now. I guess we should all get some sleep while we can. Thanks for your coverage as always. Stacy, you get some rest, dear. I'm not sure, but Shelby will show strong storms at 1:30. It just depends what this right here does, and does it refire back up? I don't know. I'm waiting on my weather guy. I'm waiting on Mr. Zach. Hello, Sydney. I'm waiting on Zach or Janelle to give another report. That's why I'm still here. I could be out doing the cops version with my phone and having fun, but instead I'm waiting right here for Zach or Janelle. The minute I kill this system and walk outside to get my car, Zach would call. Are you still alive? It's always calm before the storm, they say. I agree with that. They're still chugging right along I-70. Hello, Jennifer. If you live along I-70, especially north of it, you are getting some serious rain and have been. Nap time. Have a safe night. Nick, thank you, sir. God bless. Be safe. Be safe in the morning, brother. Hello, Jennifer. You're welcome. We're trying. We don't really have much update. I've just been watching storms roll across I-70 and dump rain all over the place for the last, I don't even know how long we've been on. An hour and a half, my goodness. Pretty much an hour and a half, and they've just been slowly dumping rain all over the place on north of I-70, just north of I-70. Had a few severe thunderstorm warnings for Hendricks County, and then Putnam County, Hendricks County, and then it fizzled out right before it got to Indianapolis. There's Eli again. Just now starting to rain at our house, by the way. I'm saying just a drizzle so far. Right, we've got some green heading our way, and we have some yellow and red. I think that's going to sag south and get us, but it's nothing severe. Nothing severe at all. Not like the night when they lit up the sky, when they're literally, you could see daylight for 30 seconds at a time 2 weeks ago. That was insane. Oh, there's Zach. All right, he's getting ready to call in. Turn this down. I hope they don't pick that up. All right, Zach's getting ready to call in. We'll get some updated info from the man. You click off that. There he is. Indiana Weather Network main man, Zach Walters, joins us. How you doing, Zach?
Good, tired.
Yeah, well, it looks like you're in for a long night, though.
Yeah, we're in for a long night. Fortunately, it just seems like these storms are really struggling out west, so a lot of our crew's going to hit the hay early. Some of us are going to stay a little bit longer, but I'm not going to lie to you, Kevin. We're getting a little concerned about tomorrow now. For the central Indiana region, we know that there's an enhanced risk just east of I-65, but we've been pulling some data tonight that looks pretty scary for those in central Indiana tomorrow. So we're going to watch that very, very closely. It might be one of those situations where You have one day looks really good, but suddenly the next day looks better. So
Right.
that happens sometimes. So we're going to pay close attention to that. But as for tonight, the primary risk will be damaging wind from those storms that are moving east. I would say Martinsville is in a comfortable area. You guys are now north of the warm front, so anything that happens in Martinsville and Morgan County tonight is going to be more of a hail threat than anything else. Maybe some gusty winds, but not going to lie to you, I think the more significant threat is going to be the flash flooding. It's going to rain a lot tonight, and roads are going to be very flooded. Rivers are going to rise, and there's going to be roads that are going to be completely flooded over for that morning rush hour traffic, so people are probably going to be driving in some flooded roadways. But being in Morgan County, I think you guys are okay tonight. That severe threat will probably remain further south of Bloomington. In that area of the state, areas like Vincennes and Jasper and the Ohio River. So,
well, that's what I'm sitting here. I popped on. We were talking, and I said I'm gonna go, and I popped on, and I saw that line of storms north of 70. I was like, this is odd because everybody all day was saying this. The south of 70's the danger zone today, and this thing has trained along I-70 for the last hour and a half, and there's flood warnings all from Illinois over. The one severe thunderstorm that got Greencastle with some hail, and then Hendricks County, and it kind of fizzled, but it's still pouring. It's still pouring down there. Now, is that going to sag south, or is it just going to fizzle out as it looks like it's doing? And when do you expect rain to hit us or storms to hit us?
It's gonna be a late night event. So,
okay.
Thinking that rain should be coming up on you guys here pretty soon. I'm not in front of a computer at the moment, but that rain should be moving in within the next hour or two in the Morgan County area. But that rain will continue. It'll continue east, and it will stay north of the boundary. So all the storms are going to just be rain producers and maybe some tiny hail in there, and you might get a random severe hailstorm like we did in Greencastle about an hour ago. That's going to happen, and the reason why that's a hail event is because it's north of that warm front. Everything south is the fear, and everything south of 70. So south of 70 is still valid, but you're going to get a couple hail events north of that warm front. As for the rain, it's going to come into Morgan County here pretty soon. In terms of timing for any additional severe storms later, it's going to be well after probably midnight. We're looking more like a midnight to 4 or 5 in the morning time span, and even then, that's pretty early. This is more looking like a 3 or 4 in the morning type of event. So very, very late.
That's not doing me any favors right there.
And the thing is it's a little messy out west, and it's not as strong as it was expected, and it's really going very slow.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and that could be a problem, because if these storms out west move east and they're weaker, that allows for that environment to remain strong, and then you could get those storms tomorrow that are a little bit more intense than were originally anticipated. So that's the fear that we have to face, and as soon as all this rain is out in the morning, we have to start all over and see what we have to deal with. But we're feeling a little concerned about tomorrow. We're going to watch pretty closely, and we'll, of course, get you updates as soon as we can in the morning.
Right on. I don't get nervous until you start texting me, and then I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So
I didn't text you about anything serious today. So.
Well, you didn't till late in the day, and I was like, oh, message from Zach. That's not good. So.
No, just tomorrow, different story. If you get a text from me tomorrow, you need to pay attention to what I'm saying, because you're probably not going to hear from me much tomorrow. It's going to be one of those days where we're going to be kind of on edge. Depending on what we wake up to. If I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling pretty good that we're going to dodge a bullet, you'll probably hear from me in the morning. But if you don't hear from me in the morning, be weather aware, because there's something that we're probably watching that's got us a little concerned. So. Right
on. We appreciate what you do, and we talked about it earlier. 1 year, 1 day ago today was the tornado that ripped through Sullivan, McCormick's Creek, Martinsville, Greenwood. Did have some loss of life with that, unfortunately, but you saved lives in this area and across central Indiana with what you were trying to do instead. And I told people he tried to stay ahead of that storm all day long, and I'm his witness, because he was messaging me and the thing wasn't even across state line yet. Yep. So appreciate what you guys do. And of course, I'll follow you on Discord, and you know always how to get a hold of me. So stay safe, my friend. Drink you some C4. Are you going to bed or are you staying up?
I am going to go to bed early tonight. There's some other crew members from IW, and they're going to stay up a little bit later. I'm heading to bed early so that I can get up early and start the day over tomorrow. So,
right on, boss.
I'm clocking out early.
Right on, boss. Be safe, and thank you for calling in.
Sure, buddy. Have a good night.
See you. Zach Walters, Indiana Weather Network. Good guy. Mr. Fuller, hello. Jason, hello. Jeff, hello. Allie, hello. Dalton, hello. So there you heard it from the horse's mouth. Probably not a lot going on right now. Nothing is really that bad. A lot of rain tonight, and now they're worried about, because these things are slowly coming across. Oh, I know Heidi's a good dude. And to meet him in person, to hang out with him, he's even a better dude in person. He's just the same. Good group of people. And that's why I didn't hesitate when they said they wanted to come Martinsville and stay for the eclipse. I was like, mi casa, su casa. Come in here. Yes. Somebody said something I must have missed. I don't see it, but yeah. Tomorrow they're worried about, originally it was far eastern or Indiana and then into Ohio. Now they're worried about, because these things are dragging and going so slow, that it's going to give the atmosphere time to juice up in central Indiana too. So he said he's going to check that thing first thing in the morning. What's up, Barry? And go from there. Could be some heavy rain, move in later here between 3 and 6. But he doesn't foresee a severe thunderstorm, so to speak. Some hail, lots of wind, lots of rain, a flash or two of lightning, and we should be fine. Rain is moving into Morgan County right now. Those storms from north of I-70 are spreading out across the area as we speak. So that's what we got. Just got to be safe. I don't know what to tell you. You hope you got weather radar for that 3 a.m. because I don't see porch time being awake at 3 a.m. I'm just giving you the honest word. Now, if I wake up and I see stuff coming, I'll come in here and gladly fire this up and say, hey, everybody, wake up. Where you at? Ding, 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 ding. But Zach's a good dude. His crew will stay on it. He's got a bunch of good folks that work for him, and they monitor all over the state. He's got one from Richmond, one from over by Culverdale. He's got a couple from down here, as a matter of fact, and some further down the state. So, and they stay on top of it. And they have a heck of a Discord set up that I'm lucky to be in. And they communicate all day about storms, weather all over across the country. So anyway, I think we're good. I think we're good to go till tomorrow morning early, and then hopefully it's just a regular thunder boomer at 3 or 4 in the morning. Barry, thank you, sir. Glad to help. I don't think anybody should be too nervous or panic attack or anything about what we got going on right now. I think we're in good shape. It's going to rain. It's going to rain here in the next probably hour. These are slow movers. It's going to be raining here soon. We've already got rain into Morgan County. Mooresville should be getting some decent rain about right now. Angie, if you're on. Shelly, if you're on. And it's spreading down into Martinsville as we speak. Bloomington, Martinsville. Hello, Mina. So, other than that, that's what we got going on. And the heavier stuff's going to come in after midnight. Good night, Misty. Thanks for staying with us, dear. The tornado siren is only 1 block from my house on Plantation Drive. Hopefully, if it goes off in the middle of the night. Deborah, I think you would hear that. But I don't foresee that happening tonight. I hope not. Pray not. I don't like tornadoes. Been through enough of them. I don't want to experience any more of them. Simple as that. What time is it? 10:21. I'll hang on here for a little bit. It's raining but not heavy yet. Dad's in Plainfield. He said it's pouring. I'll hang on here for about 10 or 15 more minutes. just to see what this one line does. It's really fading out. But there's still storms popping off in Illinois. Way west and heading north still. Flood warnings, Greencastle. I mean, it's been pouring in that area for some time. Let me do this. Let me take a break, run to the little boy's room, and I'll be right back. I'm going to kill my camera just for a minute. So don't panic. I'm still here. I'm coming back. All right, where were we? Lost some people. Some of you guys left. You kidding me? Got to go to the little boy's room and you leave. It's nice to have a urinal 8 feet from where you're sitting, though. I'm just letting you know that. So yes, getting rain moving in the county. Tia, you're very welcome. Hopefully nothing big tonight. Just some rain. But tomorrow morning is going to be a different story. I have a feeling tomorrow during the day. That line is sagging south to us, and we're going to get some decent rain here as it moves into our county as we speak. But other than that, no watches or warnings. Correct me on that. There is a flash flood warning for Greencastle, right in that area, Putnam County. They've been getting dumped on since I've been on air. It's an hour and 42 minutes of heavy rain. So if a tornado siren goes in the middle of the night, I'll hear it. But Mom's getting a wheelchair. That's our plan anyway. Deborah, you know what? At least you have a plan. That's half the battle. I think it's funny. We had 50 people at one time, 40 people, and Zach comes on and says, "Hey, we're good till 3 in the morning." Everybody's like, "See you, bye." Got some lightning in Paragon. Yeah, it's that little system's moving in. Thank you, Kenzie. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad storm. The one that's rolling into us. It's remnants of what stayed north of I-70 for an hour and a half. This is the one that dumped all the rain in Paris, Illinois, Terre Haute, part of that same line. Christian, are you still on? What's up, Zach? Hello, Veronica. Christian, are you still with us, or did you check out? Janelle checked out. Janelle pops off, says something between 3 and 6, and then she leaves us. She's going to have to learn she's got to stay in the game with us the entire time. Once she's part of it, she's got to stay in the game. So lightning in Paragon, it's heading our way. And this is nothing severe about this. Like Zach said, we could get a little hail. Kinsey, same here. I'm sick of bad weather. Sick of bad weather for the entire state. I get tired of it. And these storms just go by. Kevin's tired. He's going to have to stay up late. And we're going to keep him up. That's what they've been doing to me. On nights when I feel like I'm going to go to bed relatively early, then it does not happen. But we're fine. Got a little flood warning, or flash flood warning for the Greencastle area. Other than that, it's just a typical thunderstorm. We're going to get some heavy rain, a little bit of wind, maybe some pea-sized hail, he said. There's very little red what is coming at us right now. That would be great, but there's two things that bug me about Alaska. Three things. The cold, the polar bears, or the grizzly bears, I mean, and dark twilight for 6 months. I don't know if I can handle that. I got to have some sunlight. Now, it doesn't have to be 80 degrees, but I don't know. I don't know if I could deal with perpetual darkness for 6 months out of the year. I just found a black caterpillar on the back porch, maybe because winter's coming back next week. It's supposed to snow Wednesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah. Wednesday night, snow flurries. I was like, what in the hell did I read? 70 in storms, then snow, then back to warmer weather for a day, then cold weather for eclipse weekend. Then people coming and staying in tents. Y'all best have good sleeping bags because it's going to get down below freezing. Couple nights. It's going to be chilly. And did Angie leave? Did I answer your question, Angie, about people coming into town? I felt like I started to and I got interrupted, and I started to and I got interrupted. Then I think I interrupted myself, and I don't know if I ever answered it. And moose. You can throw moose in there too. And the snow. You can drive there, though. You can take a boat. You can drive there and take a plane. I think it'd be neat to visit. I think I had a chance to go to Fort Richardson at one point in time, and I didn't go. That was an option. Because I was in the mountains and snow in Germany, which wasn't much summer there. And then went to Louisiana, where it was always summer. And they're like, hey, you want to go to Fort Richardson? No, not so much. Didn't lose anything up there. Yeah, a little bit of rain, a little bit of stuff moving into more northwestern Morgan County. Nothing big. Probably seeing some lightning, maybe hearing some thunder west side of the county. Anybody on from that? Was it Kinsey? Did you say you're hearing thunder in Paragon? Was that you, dear? Got some lightning in Paragon. Okay. Ugh. It's still early though. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10:30. My normal 10:30 crowd will be coming in here right now. That last shift crowd to come in and yell at me about something. And I don't mean to be rude about the messages while I'm on live. And normally if I'm live and just having fun, I'll gladly jump out and find them and try to answer them. But when it's kind of serious, I don't want to leave the page and try to find it and go back to it. I hope you guys understand that. I wasn't trying to be mean to anybody. I know Mr. Gonzalez wanted me to get that on, but I couldn't have done anything. I'd have to have it pre-hand loaded in the system and then punch it up, and I did not have that. So I hope he understands that. I wasn't trying to be mean, but my focus was here on the weather. I'd rather deal with snow than tornadoes, honestly. I've lived in Indiana my whole life and have really had to deal with them. I'm with you. I'm not saying snow's not a bad thing, but they get snow. Like, when we measure snow in inches, they measure snow in feet. And if it's like 3 feet, they're like, it's only 3 feet. It's only going to be minus 20 tomorrow for the high. I like being warm some days. A few 50 days out of the year, 70 days out of the year. Should be seeing some decent rain western side of the county about right now. Eminence area. Maybe Monrovia. Carl, if you're on. Oh, so they moved back from Florida right now? Phew. Wait till Wednesday. I have like 38. I'm like, are you kidding me? What is that? What is that all about? That's no fun. Beck, you still on with us? This turned into a 2-hour show tonight, CB. Tomorrow just Tuesday. Goof. It's the windiest Tuesday I've ever had. A little bit of wind. I'm here. Think what's it like down there in Baker Township right now, CB? Can you give us an update? You ought to be getting some rain. We're getting wind here. I bet you it's raining out too. The reason why I won't go off air right now is because I'll go in there and turn my phone. Oh, I better watch that. What's my phone at? 45. Okay. All right. Well, I don't hear anything outside, so it might be raining. You caught some of that severe storm earlier today, though, through Baker Township. I'm pretty sure it's raining in your area, but nothing significant yet. But it's coming. These are just slow movers. That's why there's so heavy rain. They've lost a lot of their pop, but they're still pouring down. Still pouring down. Hang on 1 minute. I'm trying to play catch up here with messages now, too. If I can get there. Oh, I knew about that. You have to give us a... Hang on. This new, I don't know if I like this new setup Instagram's got going on. It's not as fun as I thought. Am I losing people left and right? I'm hurrying. Hold your horses. I get more messages when I'm online, I swear to it, than when I'm off. The minute I go on live. All right. We still holding at 16. This 10:30 crowd's not coming in tonight. Clearly, if they are, they're late. That's okay. I'm not going to be on here much longer. Seeing what this little system does as it moves into county. And again, nothing immediate out west of us or southwest of us. We do have some yellows into Morgan County now, yellow and reds. Hello, Crystal. So don't fret. No big deal. No warnings for any of us right now. The closest warning we got is a flash flood warning for the Greencastle area. That's the only one in the state as this moment that I can see on this radar map. It's raining from about Bloomfield North, extended up to Indianapolis. Hey, doing, Crystal? So a quiet night. It could have been worse. But you know what? Like I tell Zach every time, I hope you're wrong every single time. I hope you never get it right. You can look at all the models you want, but I pray that you're wrong every time, because I don't want tornadoes. I don't want severe storms ripping through these counties and these towns. Corey, did you hear Larry when I said there's a massive area of flood, flash flood over just west of Terre Haute? And he said, so you're telling me I need to go over and advertise? Yes, you do. There's at least 3 flash flood areas. One big one back in central Illinois that I can see. A big one right across the border to Paris, Illinois. And then a pretty good area of Greencastle, Indiana. I thought that was funny. About time for coffee with Kevin, isn't it? Is it 6:30 yet? I got a few hours. We'll go till quarter till. And if nothing else happens or nothing else pops up and it's all quiet like it is right now, we'll kill the feed for a little bit. And if we need to come back on, of course we will. I want to see what this one system's doing out here. Oh, those are new ones. Where are they going? Hello, Connie. I hope that maybe they're just quick and flashed out. I have to watch them for a minute. Finally, that storm, the system, the rain is moving into northern Morgan County. Slow movers. 15 of you on. Give me a thumbs up if you're on. I want to see who's on here. Cannot see. I know Connie is. I know Crystal is. I think Corey is. I think Wendy is. The rest I cannot see because I jumped out. Wendy's watching. There's Wendy. Wendy left and came back in. Oh, there's a heart. Wendy's always with us. She's loyal. She stays till in. Crystal, thank you so much, dear. I deeply appreciate that. About 6 or 7 minutes. Mina's on. Good. Heidi's on. Connie's on. Angie's on. Colette Quinn's on. Did I say your name right? So I got 17 folks on. We're good. We're good. My phone says 31 watchers. I got 18. Jump out and come back in. If you've not been off for a while. Colette Quinn. Thank you, dear. Got it right. That's a good guess. Nothing big, though. No big storms. Not right now. Maybe between, I have 18. That's where I'm at, Mina. 17 to 18 bounces back and forth. Now it's down to 16. Wendy probably stepped out. Got to watch it for between 3 and 6 in the morning. Now 17. You are number 17, Wendy. Not a lot of people get it. Thank you for pronouncing it right. Hey, I took an educated guess and I got it. If Janelle's on and she's holding weather information from us, she's in trouble. 17, yes it is. She's in trouble. Janelle's Madison's mom, by the way, if you guys are playing along at home. And I haven't seen Madison on, but I've seen Janelle on. So I'm going to say, look, you can't do that. You can't pop on. Give us that tidbit of information, and then vamonos. Just disappears. Gone. Gone. Premino is Crystal, same. I don't mind staying up and keeping people company during stuff like this. But I hope they all end this way. Just a little storm, little rain, blah, 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 blah. That's it. I don't want to have to report about trees down and power lines down and people without their homes and tornadoes and take covers and all that stuff. That's where it gets scary. That's where it gets really scary. Londa's back. Hello, Londa. Don's back. Haley's back. How you doing, Haley? I gotta charge up the old phone here. My phone is taking a beating today. For those on the west side of the county, you should be getting some decent rain. Eminence area, Monrovia area, maybe the Mooresville area. That's slowly making its way towards us. And I mean slow mover. Hi, Londa. I've been watching this system, this storm right here, for 2 hours. 2 hours from Terre Haute to here. Christian's back. Hello, Christian. Christian, I think you are getting close to the end of the heavy rain, if not done with it, over there in Terre Haute. And it's really breaking up. Nothing severe. The only weather warning we have in the state right now is the flash flood one for just north and west of Greencastle. I bet you never thought you'd be a local weatherman and think, never in my wildest dreams did I think this would be used for this. And I'm telling you, the night that we were on with Christian, we got on about 10:30 and we stayed on to about 2:30. And I had so many people after we got off. I bet you I had 30 messages from people saying thank you. Didn't even know they were watching or monitoring with us. That's why I'm trying to coax some people. If you're on, let me know who you are if you're on. And they were sending me messages saying, I'm home alone. I'm scared to death. I've got no one to talk to. And it was really eye-opening that it doesn't really matter what I say as far as, hey, the storms are coming. They just want to hear a voice they know saying A, B, and C. And I was like, you know what? I get it. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Heidi. I get it. 100%. So when stuff like this goes on, I will do my best. And I hate it. Like if it's during the day, tomorrow, I won't be at work. I won't be able to come on. I can send back over either Corey, myself, or Beth, or Zach can pop on and send messages on the site. But as far as someone going live and chit-chatting with you about it, I won't be able to do that till tomorrow evening. And I hate that part of it. So unless someone wants to come off $5,000 a month to cover my billage, then yeah, well then I'll do this all day. But no. And I just like the thought that I won't be able to, I don't normally get notifications when you're on until after the live feed is over. That's on your end. You have to click follow. Like the live feed right now, there's something you can click that says alert when live feed, when going live. There's something you guys can click, and I can't think of what it is because I've searched that myself for when other people go live, other platforms and everything, other groups. And it changes, Crystal. I know sometimes I that's my cue on my phone that I know I'm good. And there'll be times when it won't come up and I'm like, what is going on? I have to go follow. Kevin has to follow Porch Time again. I'm like, it's this. There's three of us in Porch Time. We're all the same. Are you kidding me? Thank you, Connie. I like to think that a lot of us are. All of us together and everybody online and talking and engaging. We should be getting some decent rain here in Martinsville now, pretty much. It looks like it's finally moved in on us a little bit. Some yellow. But man, what a slow mover. Oh, I know. The worst one. There's Abby again. Hello, Abby. She loves it when I call her out. What a slow moving storm. Now they're worried about tomorrow. later on, early morning, and then the rest of the day tomorrow. They're very concerned about that. Hey, if we get out of tonight with only one severe thunderstorm warning, actually two, you had one south. When do I sleep? I got a 5-hour window, Haley. Normally it's 1 to 6 or 2 to 6, somewhere right around there. It calms you. Well, that's good to hear, Connie. I'm glad that I'm soothing enough to at least calm one person. I think it's the whole engagement of everybody, because it calms me down too, believe it or not. There's Angie. If I just had to talk to Zach and a few of his weather guys, those guys are, like in Discord, those guys are pumped up. They don't want to see anybody get hurt, but they love nights like this because that's their job. They want to get to it. And man, they're a ball of fire. I'm like, hey, let's take it down a notch here. But that's what they do, and they're very good at it. And it's a great group of folks. Locked onto them early, and it helps Zach's military. Me and him hit it off right off the bat. And just a good dude. And a very compassionate human being, from what I've seen so far. And it's just, I mean, he went to tears right here in this chair when he was talking about, he tried calling McCormick's Creek to let them know the tornado was coming and they need to alert people. And I don't know if nobody could answer, or nobody was answering, nobody was at the station or what. But he said, man, that bothers me. I said, dude, you did everything possible to save lives. He was messaging me an hour before that storm hit Sullivan, Indiana, and said, Kevin, there's one coming out of Illinois. It's going to hit Sullivan, and it potentially could come to Martinsville on track. We'll keep an eye on it. 15 minutes later, tornado on the ground in Sullivan. Don't say anything yet, but this could track right to Martinsville. 5 minutes later, start alerting people now. It's going to hit A, B, and C, McCormick's Creek. It's going to come right in Martinsville. So he followed that the whole way. And I started sending out messages just as quick as I could. So he loves his work, loves what he does. And hats off to him. He's very, he's very good at it. But I tell him, I hope you're wrong every single time and I'll never fault you. Too many variables. All right, so we're going to get a little bit of rain. This is going to be gone eventually. And then back west, it's still rotating in. But if you look on the map, the actual radar map, there is a ton of storms just dragging along. That's why people are getting so much rain with these systems, because they are literally just hovering in place. 2 hours and 8 minutes, and it's basically went from Terre Haute to Martinsville. Rick and Debbie's back on. Heidi and I feel the same way. I don't watch TV at all. I have not. I came home tonight. Shelby came down for a minute, and I watched 2 minutes of the Cubs highlights, and that's the first time I turned TV on in days. So I don't even watch news. I get my news from Twitter or from other conservative outlets, and I just don't. I used to be one of those crazy people who sat in the porch during storms, and now I'm in Kleiner. Could run fast enough to get under cover and save myself. There you go. But I get my weather from Zach. I get my news from X and other feeds around the country. And I said it 100 times on here. There's no better, in my opinion, no better source of news than Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. There could be a car crash in New York City, and someone right there on the spot says, "Hey, here's what's happening right now." Boom! I'm right here in front of it. And then 10 minutes later, hey, there's a fire in California. Boom! I'm right in front of it, and they got photos. I don't need to wait till 6 p.m. to hear the weather guy go, "Hey, today in California, I already knew. So is it over in Terre Haute? You're on the verge of being over, like just a little bit of rain still. Then there's just some drizzle, light rain that'll move through, but nothing like they've had earlier. Like the last remnants of it's going through there right now. And not just the United States, you get news from all over the world if you follow the right people, like on the spot, photos taken, here's what's going on. Like, holy cow. I've been sitting too long, my butt's hurting. You don't hear that from the news guy on TV. My butt's hurting, we need to take a commercial break. But yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine at least for the next foreseeable 4 hours. Que hora es? 11 o'clock. 8 minutes to 11. We'll quit at 11. The rain is picking up some out the honey farm. Hello, Aaron. Out at Hunter's Honey Farm, I believe. Am I correct? Got a little bit of red and yellow. We're going to get a little bit of rain. Nothing like they got north of 70. Just telling you right now. It has rained cats and dogs there. How you doing, Aaron? Since 2 hours and 11 minutes ago. When I popped on, it was pouring there, and it poured until minutes ago. And now it's finally moving in on us. But it's totally fizzled out. Here's how slow these storms are moving. That storm that was the severe thunderstorm in Hendricks County is just exiting Marion County right now. Slow movers. That's why with all the rain. I think we'll be fine till early in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock, somewhere around there. It's always nice to wake up to a severe thunderstorm at 5 o'clock in the morning, isn't it? That's why we have to sleep in pajamas in Indiana. The fun we have. 6 minutes and I'll call it quits for now. If we have to come back on later, I will. If I'm awake, if I get an alert from Zach or from Abby gives me a call, just get up. Get up. We got bad weather coming. Abby, no. Hello, Jen. Let me step out for a minute and double check a few things before I get off here. Okay. We're good. Other than that, it's probably going to be a quiet night till 3 or 4 in the morning. Somebody. Am I not on Wi-Fi? I'm on Wi-Fi. I love it when it's get up and put clothes on, right? Hello, Madison. How are you? Madison, I have to tell you something. Your lovely mom popped on earlier, and we're going to hold her to task on this. And this is exactly what she's right in the middle of all this. I've been on for 2 hours. And she goes, we watch BAM, and it says between 3 and 6, it's going to get really bad, or something of that nature. Like right in the middle of all this, and then she's completely disappears. And everybody's like, what? What? You just can't leave us like that. She does. Poof, gone. Gone. Just left us hanging. Just left us hanging in the storm. So yeah, I called her our weather reporter, and I think she said she had enough. She quit. She quit on the spot. It is starting to rain here finally, but nothing like they had up in across north of I-70. So nothing big right now, but as the weather reporter Janelle told us earlier, between 3 and 6 it could get nasty. And then Zach called in, for those of you just joining us, and said tomorrow could be a very interesting day. I'm not staying up till 3. I know some of y'all like this. When the fan shuts off, you know the power is out. Exactly. My fan runs. I don't think I've turned my fan off in 3 years in my room. Ever. I don't care how cold it gets. Hello, Angel. So yeah, Janelle left us hanging. Like I said, I haven't turned my TV on in 7 days. So when the fan does shut off, then I'm like, what's going on? As long as my phone's charged, I'll be fine. Anyway, what time is it? I hate to leave and then something pops off because then I gotta get up, get dressed. Heidi, do you know Janelle? It was funny. She just popped on out of the blue and goes, she saw him, bam, between 3 and 6. I'm like, 3 a.m.? That's like REM sleep for me. That's like an hour and a half into my sleep. I'm comatose. That's when I want to sleep. Crystal, good night, dear. Anyway. Oh, well. We got a couple more minutes. I hate leaving when there's like 19 people on. But I've got nothing new to tell y'all. As my Beth would be like, Kevin, you need to get oil on that. I think I got that. That one's, I like really drove this one in here too. Just put a shirt on and go live. We wouldn't even know. Yes, but then I would forget to go. I'd be like, hey, I got to run to the bathroom. Mina, good night, dear. And then I'd stand up and be like, oh, he wears boxer briefs. Or he wears shorts to bed, normally. Or he's not wearing anything. That's all I would need. Oh, my. Thus would be the end of porch time. I'm not doing that. Now, I'm not saying I've not done it before, but I don't make a habit of that. I don't like coming in here without something on. Now, one night I thought someone was breaking in, and I... Yes, and you know what's funny this time of year? That thought... Because the rest of the house is completely dark right now. Maybe a light there in the hallway. Maybe my bathroom light. That's it. Pitch black. This end here, I haven't... It's probably been 3 days since I went back in this end of the house. That's 1,000 square foot. I don't. There could be a creature. There could be someone living in there. This end, I don't go in the front room at all. So I go through the printer room, the kitchen, bathroom, bedroom. That's it. The rest of it, I got a bedroom in there. I don't even venture into. But yeah, I'm like, at night when I'd come in here for stuff like this, fired up, I'm like, ooh, better not have something fly past my head. Because y'all, yeah, that was one of the funniest nights ever. I'm just being dead serious with you. Just being dead serious with you. I was seriously looking at the monitor, no different than I am right now, and that thing flew between me and the camera. And you talk about pucker factor. I hate bats. I literally hate bats. You better check it before you go to bed. No. Oh, the rest of the house, I'm fine. If they make it to my bedroom, they're not going to make it out. One of us isn't. I'm just being honest. You shut the camera live way too quick. No, Tourette's was kicking in. I was like, I'm going to go into a string of obscenities here in a minute. I have to shut. I stood up. I was like, I got to get out of here. That bat just, hello, Tony, whizzed past my face. Literally. Camera to me. And I think the camera in there was closer because we were on that smaller table. Because I think I was about like this. And zip, right past the camera. I was like, I looked up. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a bat. So I stand up, and my mind's like, what are you doing, stupid? You're live. Like, oh my gosh, I got to shut this off. And instantly the mind went dead. All I had to do is click the mouse, kill live feed, and go. Hello, Jesse. But no, I'm panic mode, and I'm trying to figure out, why can't I shut my computer off? Oh, kill live feed. I'll be back by. Boom, kill it. And then I walk about 5 feet, and I'm like, wait a minute. This could be good for TV here. So luckily, my phone was completely charged. So for the next hour and a half, y'all got to witness that. And what kills me? Hello, Cody. Bats are gross. They're actually very good for us. But tennis racket, we always got bats in the house growing up, and that was what my dad used. And our boxer dog, right? What's up, Mark? What got me is we made way to the kitchen and shut the lights off in the kitchen. I'm good, sir. How are you, Cody? And made way back here and shut all the lights off and left the outside light on. And the bat flew to it and flew out the door. End of story. Case closed. It's over with. But let me back up. When we were first building in here, it was a stormy night like tonight. And this was not done. This was just an old garage. I carried out 50 bags of trash out of this. And it wasn't trash. I think we're all right till like 3 or 4 in the morning, Cody. And so, yeah, we're good till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Then it could get bumpy, and then tomorrow could be even worse. We're going to get some rain right now. But I was in here jacking around one night, and I set my iPad up facing the door. It just went live for the fun of it, in the dark. And I swear I thought I saw something fly by. And that was just a few days before that. So that bat had been in this house the whole time. Yeah, that's all we're going to get right now. Some rain, maybe a rumble of thunder, but some decent rain. Until 4 or 5 in the morning, of course. And then, bat's gone. And for some reason, I'm sleeping with my door open. Which I never do. And it's like, of course, 2:30 in the morning, and I'm one eye in it, trying to answer a message from somebody. And I'm just going to put it this way. I'm comfortable in my bed. I'm comfortable. It's spring or late fall. I think it was late fall. Because, yeah, we were still building that. Late summer, I should say. So I've got the AC on, a fan going. Probably just a sheet. My house, I live here alone. I can do what I want. And I feel a gush of air. Willie, you'd love this story, Willie. I feel a gush of air go above my phone and down me to my feet. And I look up, and this bat's taking a right out the corner of my door. Now he's invaded my space. Now I'm mad. I jump out of that bed and grab the first object that I can find, which would not have done him well. And I'm running after it through my house. If there'd have been a camera, hello, Judy, in my house to film this, it would have had to been blurred out, but it probably would have won me some money. And I'm halfway through my house before I realize that's a bat. You need to put some clothes on. And what are you going to do now? So needless to say, the rent was due that night on that bat, and he didn't pay up. Thus solving the bat issue for that time. Now, knock on wood, I've been good. I get another one, I don't know what I'm doing. Might just sell and move to South Carolina. If you see a sign out front one day that says for sale by owner, take it all, you'll know what happened. I'll be sleeping in my car. Windows rolled up. That that night was the end of it. That was done. I was done. That was it. Not dealing with it anymore. When it invades my space, it was time for me to go. Or time for it to go. Or me to go. All right, y'all. What time is it? 11:07. We'll be good. Gonna get a little bit of rain, maybe a rumble of thunder here as we move past midnight. Other than that, we'll be solid till 2 or 3 in the morning. I keep waiting for Janelle to show up with a report. Nothing. Nothing from Janelle. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing major in our area at all, Wendy. Really. Maybe a little bit of yellow. Very scant amount of red. So, probably from the ad. It was the same bat. Probably a young one. Lana, good night, dear. And it was probably living here the whole time I was living here when I first moved in. And so, one of us had to move out. And I had just moved in and I wasn't about to move out. So, one of us moved out that night. And it wasn't pleasant. It took a while. I'm not a fan of bats. And it goes back to, I do not live real close to a creek and had a crawdad walking across my driveway one night. I love those. Those are awesome. The bat thing goes back to one time when I was a kid. You want some hot dogs. And Madison was just on. I want a Coney dog. Coney dog sounds really good right now. I don't think she's still on. But yeah, Coney dog actually sounds really good. I got gift cards for her. They're right here for Grayson and Madison. She needs to come pick them up. Porch time teammate. That sounds good, Cody. Is it raining where you're at? Oh, lost connection. Can you guys still hear me? Said I lost connection to the internet. We found out that was a lie. You're still on. It was to the radar. The radar went away. Lost connection to the internet. And it made it look like it was mine. I was like, wait a minute. I'm at 4100 BPS, kpbs here. Only 2% of the computer being used, which is phenomenal. 4 cameras, 4 mics, a mixer, 2 TVs. Computer's a beast, I'm not going to lie. All right. That's a good sign to call it quits. Cody, you're in Martinsville? I did not know that. Guys, I may have to get back on later. If something rolls through, let me kill this over here. This is already bugging me now. Yes. And I will shut you off. Oh, I hope this doesn't kill the feed. Okay, good. Good night, Angie. Good night, Tony. I appreciate you guys hanging with us. Good night, Judy. Hopefully nothing I can make you a chili cheese dog. It's got to go a long way to beat Scoop. Scoop's number 1 right now. That's a battle for another day. We're going to do that. If I can convince Madison and Inside Scoop to come in, and for a few other places, we'll do it. Love you guys. If I don't have to get up and do tornadoes and stuff like that at 3 a.m., I'll be back on at 6:30-ish, depending on how many times I hit snooze. I appreciate you guys staying with us. It means a lot. As much as it's therapeutical for you guys, it is for me as well. What if it's over a campfire? That might even be better. A campfire dog and then some chili with cheese on top of it. Cody might have to try that. Can't beat. No, you cannot. That'd be tough to beat. All right, y'all. Now, if there's a bat in my house, y'all are going to be in trouble. Good night, y'all. Love you guys. Where's my mouse? I will see you in the morning.